Hey guys, today we'll be doing some text animation. So first thing, let's go make a new project and start a new composition. Just call this comp 1, I guess. Hopefully that'll be good enough. And we're going to start off using the text. I'm going to write text animation is symbol. And over here we get all of our... I don't want it to be bold. But we can go and find where to align everything. Give me a second, I might need to enable some stuff. So to find the align window, we need to go and actually put it in. So I will put it in, that's the align window, guys. And we can, for example, put this in the middle, and that's in the middle. We might need to resize this a little bit, but we can just do this over here. And now we have just some text in the middle. All of your text, like information and things that you can do is over here, like changing fonts, how spread they are, all of the usual stuff that you'll see, how you want to paragraph them. But the only thing that you might not see is the Windows alignment tool, so that's where you might need to get them up. But otherwise, let's move on to the animation side. After that, we want to go onto this drop down, open it up, and this will give us the text indicator. We want to click on this where it says animate. We want to animate the position, and then we'll get this, which will give us more options to animate. And we want to animate properties, opacity, I believe. Yes, opacity, there we go. And now we have given it what we want, the ranges that we want to select. Just to get organization hand, we can actually rename all of these guys. So if I actually rename this guy, so we can rename this guy start animation, and I'm going to rename this and we're going to gonna go edit the words. And then we're going to go animate the position and opacity as indicated below. And then we want to go ahead and change this first starting position value to about 50. And we want this one to go from 0. This is the starting position. Now if we go onto the range selector, open that one up, we can see that there's an offset. Let's create a keyframe there. And in 1 second we want to go and push this to 100, and that's very simple. And that essentially, if we play it, that just puts our animation to reveal essentially very, very slowly. Because we wanted it to be words, we can also go to the advanced settings and change it from character to words. So now, as you can see, they all come in moving from that 50% from the 50 position value on the x-axis, and slowly opacitates inwards. Now in After Effects, to spice things up or make it look better, we need to easy ease these frames in. So we get our curves, so F9 if you guys have been paying attention, and then we get to go to our graph editor, and we want to go ahead and go select our graphs. And we want to go and push these guys out like so, and then we get something like this. Maybe that's a bit too much. That's a bit too much, but yeah, mess around with it until you enjoy it. I think I quite enjoy this look, so let's move on from here. Now we want to do the end animation for this. So what we want to do is just close that down because we're done with that. And we want to go ahead and Control D or Command D to duplicate. And we want to go ahead and rename this. So I want to just mess with the opacity. So let's get rid of the number 2, the position, and this is actually will be this end of the animation. So we're going to call it the end. After that, we want to remove the position value on the range selector. I mean, on the thing that we can edit, and we want to go to the range. Open up the range selector. We want to take out all of the keyframes that it had duplicated from before by clicking on the stopwatch, and we need a little bit more extra time. So I'm going to go ahead and edit my composition setting. I'm just going to push this guy to 5 seconds here, just for ease. And I'll zoom out and just extend this guy just a little bit more. And I want to start off we want to change some values here. So what we want to change the values of, we want to change this to back to 100% because it was 0 before, and we want to go change this. No, we want to change the offset to 0, which makes it disappear, and we want to make this increase to 100%. And after that, from 2 seconds to 3 seconds, we want to animate the end. So I'm going to click on there and click on over here and make it go to 0%. And now this is what it will look like. It'll come in very quickly and then it'll slowly fade out, which is what we want. And then as always, we finesse it a little bit by highlighting our frames. We got to ease it. Go to the graph editor and go ahead and do the same thing where we make it steeper at the in the middle. So now it will look something like this. Cool. Now to finesse this a little bit more, we as we want our kind of text to roll in, we can go in and add another thing. We want to add a position, and for this one we are gonna go and rename it. Oh, actually I think I've selected it a little bit wrong. Actually, we want to go and this could happen. Just deselect it, and then we can go to position and we get a new animator, and this one we're going to rename to start, end, and then it's going to be for the line, and then it's going to be for the position. This just helps you keep track. As you can see, if I were to backtrack on this and I have to go ahead, I will know what I've been doing and what my thought process was, essentially. After that, we want to go and keyframe this position now. So I'm going to put a keyframe just once it starts appearing fully, just a few frames afterwards, and a keyframe over here at the beginning. But I'm going to move this one just to the side, like so. Easy ease these guys, and give it a kind of like a accelerated start, like so. And let's see what that looks like. Oh, did I not keyframe properly? I think I did. And as you can see, it goes in and it slows down. I think I really want to push that. I want to really accentuate that a little bit more. So it's really quick and then slows down, like so. Now let's also do that to the beginning of, the end of the animation. So I'm going to hit the keyframe here, and at the end of here, I'm going to go here, and I'm going to move it to the direction that way, like so. And they're already easy ease, but I'm going to highlight them so I can change it. So I'm going to change it to be this way around, hopefully. Think like that. Looks good to me. And let's just see what it looks like fully. So it comes in, shows for a bit, and then whisks off. In the next little part, we want to I want to show you guys how to animate just one word and just select it out of this. There's multiple ways to do this, but I like to do it this way. So the first thing we're going to do is I want to go make a new layer, null layer, null object. Okay, and we got to rename everything. So remember, renaming is very important. I'm going to call this null pick special word. And we want to go to on this null, we want to go to the effects controls and also go and find our effects and presets. And I'm going to go to find a slider controller and just drag and drop that in. And this will rename this as well to select special word. And now we're going to go back to our text animation and we're going to give it a new kind of thing to animate, and it's going to be the opacity this time around. Hopefully it's not in everything else. Nope, rename this to subtract special word. And we want we're going to go give our null just a value of a 2. And we want to make sure our advanced settings in that subtract is set to based on words, which is really important too. And we also want to change our percentage to index. which will allow us to select the word. And now we're going to do some crazy expressions thing, which is not that crazy, but we're going to press Alt and click on the start of this, and we're going to go and make sure we select this guy, so we get this option, so we get to see it. And we're going to use the pick whip for the start expression, and we're going to go and drag it not to that one but to the slider, so that is being controlled by the slider now. And we need to add a value of -1 at the end of the expression, which essentially gives it the value of 1, because we have the slider value to be 2 and -1, which is 1. And then I'm going to do something similar with the end as well, but I will go and pick whip, but I won't add the -1 this time. So I'm going to pick whip that to the slider, and that should be. Now you might see that nothing happens, but if we go to advanced and select the opacity, not advanced, it's just here, we select that to 0, that it should start deleting out words essentially. So now if I change this null slider, so if I change it to 1, it will hide the first word, or if I press 1, it will hide the first word, 2, it will hide the second word, 3 for the third, and 4 for the fourth. Now the thing about this situation is it's a good situation where the text, that we can select the text or word that we want, but it's invisible. So we kind of need to do the opposite. So what we need to do here is we need to duplicate this layer and kind of make the thing hide the rest of it, and this shows it for us essentially. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to duplicate this, the previous one, and call it special word. And I'll do some organizing things, so I'm going to make this yellow so that I can see it a little bit better. And then we're going to open it up and go to where we have our special word, a subtract special word. We're going to rename this one to special word hide after. So now I just need to go change this a little bit, go to range selector. I'm going to go to this algorithm. I'm going to change the -1 of it, just take it off. And I'm going to actually just completely just disable this. So by alt clicking, and then I'll give this a very high value, like such as 200. And then if I solo this layer, we can see and just hide this layer. It's kind of not working. 1 second. Oh, so the mistake why it didn't work before is essentially because my slider value was higher than 2. It works essentially. So if I just solo this should say the value is just 2. You missed the 2 lost words basically. Now we need to hide different things, so I'm just going to duplicate this guy a little bit, duplicate hide after, so we get, and rename this to hide before. And we're going to go to open it up, and I want to go to range selector. I'm going to change this value to 0, and I want to go open up this expression and type this -1, which will allow us to essentially hide the first text, I believe, hopefully. And that should do it. If I solo it, let's see what it does. Yes, it hides the end, the beginning, and after. So what we need to do is go to the slider, change this to 4. It is a little bit finicky, but that will give me the last letter of the animation of the text. And if I solo this one, if I solo this will give me simple, and if I solo this should give me everything but simple. So we got our selection correct. So so there will be a problem that arises if you decide to change your text. So for example, if I were just to change this text to something like let's change. Oh, oops! I think I have to do it like this. Let's change the text. You can see it's kind of messing up. So what we can do to fix that is if we go back a little bit, we can go into here, and we can pick whip the source text over here. You can see you can pick whip it and put it into the source text of this, so that we can change it at the exact same time, like so. So if we do now change it, it should allow us to change it like really nicely, so that all our things is here. Not like that, sorry. We need to change it on this one. Changing text is good. So now, just to prove that's worked for you, if I solo this one, good is now the thing, and if I have it, changing text is thingy. Well, we don't need that. We wanted the same, say the same thing, but we do want them to be linked up though. That's the only thing that I would like you guys to do, because this will just allow us to just be more efficient in doing things. Okay, so what we want to do is make our simple text italic. So there's the way to do that is we need to go into our animate, one of our animation options. So if you want to ever change anything, these are all the options you can change. We want skew this time, and we're going to rename this to skew as well. And as soon as this guy appears, I would like it to fully appear. So like somewhere around here is when it fully appears, and I want this guy to skew from 0 to maybe like 20, so it becomes italic like that. Cool. So as always, we need to ease these guys. So F9, change it so that it's a little bit faster, like so. At the beginning, and slow down at the end, and now we have something similar to this. And then we can also change, we can make the effect even stronger by changing the font of this. So if so once it's moving maybe around there, we can go and click the stopwatch. Actually, let's put the stopwatch here, keyframe. And then I'm gonna go put a keyframe a few frames afterwards, so 1, 2, 3, and then we can go ahead and change the text to change the font to, I don't know, they're all pretty good. I'll go find a font. And this one is a bit of a drastic change, but I kind of like it. So you can do something like that as well. And essentially that is the basics of this, and you can, with all this information, you can create any effect that you want using all of these animators, animation options. You can animate and all the rest of the things. This is just to showcase you guys how to do a few little things, and then from here you can take it off and make your own effects. One little quick website that I would like to recommend, I mean in terms of plugins wise, is Mobot. If you would like to use this has like typewriter effects and stuff like that, so it's quite nice to use essentially. It is free. You can also subscribe for a little bit more options, but this plugin is really good. I don't personally use it, but I know a lot of my friends do, so I recommend that. But anyway guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys on the next video.